Hey, Shalom, my boy. Huh? Yeah, Shalom, y'all can, yeah. Alright. Yeah, Shalom. I know first and foremost, if I get started, I want to give all honor and glory and power to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Hudash. I want to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great ministers. We ready to go. We ready to go. I know the miss. Salaki, who rule well and teach well, being a great example to Israel. All right, man, the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the hopeful elect on the four corner. Pushing the truth and sincerity. All right, that great song that you brought in the bar. I just come with another lesson. It's another installment, another inspiration, motivation, encouragement, and also exhortation. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, who gives me the spirit, all right, to bring forth his message, all right, in the sense of prophecy, man. And basically today, it's like a faith booster in the spirit for me, because I know both sides of the spectrum when it comes to the world, and then when it comes to the truth of death. Because when I was in the world, I was close to an individual. I actually cried when he died, and a lot of individuals that died, like father, my grandma, my auntie. I had some cousins. I had some other niggas that I wasn't cool with, but when they passed, it was like a person that passed when you hear on the news. You know what I'm saying? So you think nothing of it, like it don't affect you. So that was when I was in the world. Now that I'm in the truth, I experienced the same thing, as in when my sister died. She passed away, like 2-3 years ago. Jake was hurt. You know what I'm saying? I took off for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? I was just sitting in the goddamn bed like Jake was hurt. And yesterday, my dad passed away. And I don't feel the same feeling that I felt when my sister passed away. And that's due to the means of detachment. That's why I got that word up there, detach. Because that's very important. We ready to go. We ready to go. Salakia, that's very important. It's very important for us in the truth to detach from the world, man. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. I just want to push that to y'all, brothers and sisters. It's very important, man, to detach, all right, from family, especially in the time to come, because we understand that if they don't come into the truth, they're going to die anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that feeling or mourning for them to be to a point that, you fall off. You get detached from your Yahweh Shema Shah, because it can very well happen. Whether it come from the meaning of your woman, your kids, a person you was cool with growing up since kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? All that can happen if you be attached to that person so close. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, me and my sister bond were close as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Me and my sister bond were close. So that's why I had a hard when she passed away. My dad bond, man, his bond went close. We got closer as I got older. And you know what I'm saying? I put that bullshit to the side when I got into the truth. And I had just to make what it is, what it was. And build a relationship upon my own. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did through the spirit. And we had a good relationship before he left. He left knowing the name. You know what I'm saying? He used to call me, ask questions. We go back and forth through the scriptures. I break it down to him. You know what I'm saying? We became tight like this. Because before then, when we were growing up, I always say that was my sister and brother dad. That was my dad. You know what I'm saying? As I got older and understood, I couldn't blame him. That's the suffering of Deuteronomy 28. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make it my business to, take it upon myself to reach out to my dad and make bond and, you know what I'm saying, do the things that father and sons do. But what I'm getting to, that I don't feel the same way how I felt when my sister died. Why? Because me and my sister real close. You see? So detached from the world while you still have time, because in that time of trouble, that greater dread for death you have by Shema Shai, you don't want to have that mindset of thinking of your mom and your dad or your brother or sister, the person you're cool with, in that time. But I got a couple precepts. I don't want to make this too long. I'm just really trying to get y'all motivation through the Spirit and comfort through the Spirit. So if you have to lose someone you're close to, understand the process. Everything done by the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. To comfort us, to keep us pushing, keep us, it's talking about on the mission. All right. So Lord willing, y'all brothers to be edified. While I lay law down, man, I'm gonna get straight into it, man. And Lord will I make sense. This be edified too, man. 1 second, bro. Salaki. Salaki. All right. No, I gotta get it in the blue letter. Salaki. Salaki. All right. And I'm start out with 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. And it says, 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. It said, therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. All right, and the reason why I got that precept, because that thing that become new is a new way of thinking. A new way of acting, a new way of being. We're not subject, all right, to Babylon way of thinking. The traditions, the way how you supposed to act when someone died or passed. We not subject to that anymore, because we became new. We understand if someone died, they're just asleep. They're gonna come back. We're gonna receive them, all right, back. So therefore, all things become new unto us. We have to understand and realize our position that we play, all right, as the Lord have called us, all right, in the suffering of Yahweh Shai. So when we get to Romans, all right, Romans 12 and 2. And it says, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove that what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. All right, and by this precept right here, you gotta be renewed in the spirit of your mind. So you can't have that corner thought of why and how. How certain people die, like, why you thinking, why this and why that? No. All right, our thoughts are not the Heavenly Father thoughts, man. All right, because reason why we have to take on this mindset, because it detached us, all right, from the world, and the things of the world. You see, we gotta be renewed in the spirit of our mind. We gotta accept the sweet and the bitter, all right, as we continue in this walk of Yahweh Shema Shai. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, we closer to certain kin, but understand the mission that the Lord have placed us on, man. All right. And it says, let me get Colossians. And I'm just meditating through the spirit, man. I'm just rolling in the spirit at the water to my boy, man. Some mop. This is Colossians 2 and 8. And it says, beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiment of the world, and not of Yahweh Shai. All right, because you can get caught up in so much of your family that here it is, you get sucked back into the world. But don't let any man deceive you, Because Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthdays, all these fucking wicked ass holidays is involved around family, being together. You know what I'm saying? But understand, if you detach, that will better your mindset. All right? That will comfort you more when the Lord do take them away, that you don't have the same feeling as being soft and be more understanding in the Lord's will. Right? Because I understand now, since my dad gone, he ain't got to suffer Jacob trouble. He ain't got to suffer martial law. He ain't got to suffer the race wars, the class wars. So he ain't got to suffer 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. The only thing that he might have to suffer is the Lord's will, all right, when Yahweh shall return. All right, is he going to get delivered, or is he going to be there for destruction? But far as going through with Jacob trouble, that's mercy. See, the mercy, the Lord have placed mercy upon him. And then on top of that, he passed away in his sleep. You know, he didn't die by getting ate by an animal, or he didn't die by getting hit by a bus, you know, or getting shot. You know, he died peacefully in his sleep, man. You know, and me being in the truth and me not being attached so to him, I can accept it better, and it helped me to do this lesson here. Because when my sister passed away, you know, I wasn't able to do a lesson on that. Because of the attachment that I had with her, it was so close, the bond we had, and I was hurt. You know, and the water, you know, to my second command, you know, Mop, through the Spirit, he brought me out of it. You know, he's like, boy, you got to tap back in. You know what I'm saying? And through the Spirit, I did. But it just hurt Jake. That's why this lesson's so important. That, yeah, we love our family, our brothers and sisters, they might be cool. But remember, the kingdom of heaven is at hand, and we are ordained, all right, to what? To go out and prophesy and teach, leave the world behind. You see, the Lord has given us a whole nother mission. And it's up to us, through the Spirit, that we continue that. You know, let no man, take that crown. You know, so... And it's the same way with Jake. See, Jake ain't gonna let you stop them from going somewhere or doing certain things they want to do. You know, and we had to take on this same reproach. Who gives a fuck? You know? But it's the attachment that you have with your family, you gotta let that shit go, man. Therefore, you'll be all right in the time of trouble when it comes. Remember, pearly time is coming, hard time is coming, and our kinfolks, all right, it's going to be a part of that if they do not repent, you know? And we got to be on the spiritual aspect and the spiritual level of accepting what the Most High is doing. Whether we refuse to agree with it or not, it is what it is, you know? And I accept everything the Lord's do, you know? So that's why I said, beware, lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceits. Because that's push. Family gatherings. No, we going to gather with the brotherhood. That's the true family. Because Yahweh Shai has spoken to it. He said, who is my mother? Who is my father, my brother? Those that what? Those that do the will. So that's who we be more attached to. Those that with the same like mind. All right? Not those that's in the world. All right? Because Abraham still going to do him. Cousin them still going to do him. Your brother and them still gonna do them. Your mama and them still gonna do them. Now look at you. You know what I'm saying? Now look at you. So you gotta do what the Lord have called you to do. You know, as he said, he had called us out of darkness to his marvelous light. You know? But all this is what to shield us from a hard fall. That's why he placed us in the position we in. So when things do happen, certain people do pass away, it catches us from falling too hard or crashing out, or, you know, because in the world, motherfucker drink all day. Nigga daddy die, or mama die, cousin die, somebody he close to, nigga drink his night away. You know? Fuck his life up. Kill himself. All that can happen, you don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, which the Lord have given us. You know? So that's why I'm doing this lesson. If I can comfort you, all right, in the spirit. All right, because I'm not the only one that's going to go through this. It's many more to come. But through the scriptures, we have hope. You know, through the scriptures, we have comfort. and by the apostles and the elders and bishops, continue to be our leader. We have examples. Examples are set before us, man. We should learn from them and follow them in righteousness. All right. One more. Isaiah 55. Okay, Isaiah 55 and 8. And then this so cold, I took off from work early because I got the time. They're gonna give me the time. Shit, I'm gonna use it to the best of my ability. This the sacrifice that I make. I leave work early to do a lesson. You know what I'm saying? And it's the Spirit of the Lord that got me sitting here doing it now. So this Isaiah 55 and in 8, it said, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, said the Lord Yahweh." All right? And that's why the Lord had me to grow up in the way that I did grow up without having him. You know what I'm saying? Because who knows if me and him were so close, and yesterday he died after 5 days of my, birthday, how I would have took it if I still had that worldly mindset. You know what I'm saying? If I was still in the world, because Jake at my job, he had lost his father, I want to say like a month ago, and he took it to heart. He was crying. You know what I'm saying? Jake was going through it. And then today he's like, "Man, I was gonna ask you, man, like, you don't feel no way about that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, I know how to cope with it because the detachment that the Lord had, had us, talking about me growing up, I was never around my dad like that. I really didn't like the position that I was in with my dad. Talking about, and but my sister and my brother did. It wasn't me. But they taking it hard, but I'm not. That's why it's important to detach from family now. But when time comes, we're going to have that mindset of that, man. We'll be able to cope and get over it. Give it up to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? But that's why he put certain things and play out certain ways, to keep you from falling so hard, man. Because Jacob fall. We in the flesh. It's not only humans, animals. When you watch the animal kingdom, when one of their little ones die, they be mourning, crying and shit. The elephants and the lions and animals be crying if one of their little ones pass away. So how much more a human? It shit work both ways, man. It's just the spirit was keep us intact. It's the spirit was give us the comfort to keep pushing, understanding that we're going to get them back. You know what I'm saying? But remember. Detach, okay? That's a heavy word, and let me get that word in the etymology real quick because it's a good point in that word detach. So let me get that word detach in the etymology. All right, detach in the etymology. It says unfasten, right? Ununite. You see? And it says, separate for a special purpose or service. And this is a special purpose that we should attach from our family and friends and associates in the world because this special purpose is what for us to serve Yahweh Shema Shah in truth and sincerely, all right, wholeheartedly. So we had to detach from the word in order to finish. That's why I got that picture on my what's called. But it said, what, finish the race. So with distraction, you ain't going to be able to finish the race. So we got to leave off from the distractions, the distraction, which is what been detached to what? The world, which is our people. Because our people is what? Of the world. We not of the world. So that mind frame as a whole, which is westernization, we got to detach from that. Because it might can hinder us. You see? And it says, detach. It says, especially separate for a special purpose. A special purpose, man. Which is your calling. That's your special purpose, which you are called. All right, to what? To suffer for Yahweh Shah's sake. That's a special purpose, man. All right. So let me get to 2nd Esdras. Okay? Second Esdras, Salaki. The second Esdras 5 and 33. And it says, and I said, speak, oh my Lord. Salaki, this is Esdras. All right, because Ezra was pleading the cause for Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord has given Ezra the vision, as we have received the vision also of end time prophecy of what's forth to come. You know? So Ezra was like, and he said unto me, hear me, and I will instruct thee, hearken to the things that I say, and I shall tell thee more. And he said, speak on, my Lord. Then said unto me, thou art sore trouble in mind for Israel's sake. Because when you come into the truth, you know what I'm saying, you start to get the sweetness of it, you know, the bitter also come. And you start to think and wonder, like, damn, like, all this is coming, you know, and your family gonna have to suffer these things. Because when you think about Jacob's trouble, it's not a light thing. The Lord said he gonna plague Egypt at his sport. So you know the account that happened in Egypt. You know, the locusts, the darkness, the plagues. You know, the frogs. You know, the I think it was 9 plagues that happened in Egypt. But greater in Babylon the Great. You know, but you think about all these things that like what they did, Jeremiah I think that Daniel was say like no other. It shall be a day like no other. All right. So you're trying to add all these events that the Lord have show his judgment in the earth to be prepared to this one day. So Ezra was like, so the Lord had asked Ezra, though I saw trouble in mind for Israel's sake, because Ezra like, shit. You know what I'm saying? All these things finna come down the pipeline, and he like, shit, how can, you know, my people be saved and delivered? But this is what the Lord told him. The Lord said, lovest thou thy people better than he that made them? I mean, how you gonna love my people more than I love them, Esdras? Do you not think the Lord love his people? You know, and that's a mindset that we have, you know, coming to the truth. Like, yeah, we love our mom and dad, but the Lord loved them too. He created them. You know, but it's a purpose why they was created. You know? And we have to understand it as we continue, all right, to understand the Lord's judgment, as he's going to say in 34. It says, and I said, no, Lord, which is Yahweh, but of very grief have I spoken. For my ruinous pains, for my ruins pain me every hour, while I labor to comprehend the way of the Most High. And how do we labor? All right, in the truth. You know, because we are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, so that labor going into studying, you know, teaching, and also rehearsing. You know, at the same time, we trying to comprehend the Lord's judgment, which go forth every day, and which was coming soon. So it says, and while I labor to comprehend the way of the Most High and seek out part of his judgment. You see that? We living in this stead right now, man. This is a walking testimony that we are all living in that's a part of the truth. You know, we trying to comprehend and understand, all right, the righteousness of Yahweh by Shema Shah while suffering, you know, and seeking out his judgment. Because his judgment is righteous. You know, but we had to get that understanding by reading and comprehending. All right? Because it's already number set for those that are going to be delivered, and the number is set for those that are going to be destroyed. You know? So therefore, like I say, we got to detach them feelings, all right, from those that's not a part of the truth and those that is in the household of faith. Okay? All right, and let me get this Matthews real quick. This Matthews 10 And this is what I mean by this, because of the position that the Lord has set us in. You know, he called us to this marvelous light to push forth and suffer for his name's sake. So it's just like when you get a job and your job requires you to move out of town. What you gonna have to do? You're gonna have to let your people know, all right, I got to go. You know, my job required me to move out of town. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, when you pack your shit and you're gonna go out of town because that's what your job required you, right? So this is our job, and the Lord requires us to detach from the ways of the world. And it's going to the tradition, the mindset, the way of being, all this. All right? This is Matthew 10 and 37. Right? This is Matthew 10 and 37. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So when you go into that word love, because it's not a love as the way of the Western way. Let me put it like that. It's not the way of love as the Western way, as an emotion and over a feeling. All right? We got to detach from that. Because that's going to get a nigga fucked up. You know? It's going to cost you. You have that feeling and emotion. You know, you can't let that get in the way of the mission of Yahweh Shema Shah. So when you go into the word love less, right? In the blue letter, all right? That would mean love less like you. It says, it's like it to yeah, it's probably to love less. Let me see. It's like it. I'm trying to get it in the blue letter. But basically, that's what it means, though. It means to love less. All right? Meaning you can't have no one before Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, man. Basically what it is. Because I'm trying to pull it up and want to pull up. But that's basically what it means, though, to love less. All right? It don't mean the hate of America way of hate. All right? It means to love less, man. Meaning to detach. All right? Because the Lord have said through his name. Matter of fact, let me grab it real quick. Because it's Luke 12. Let me grab it real quick. It's Luke 12 and 51. And it says, suppose ye that I am come to send peace on the earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. And what separate us? And this the power you have by Shema Shah, his name. You know? Because here it is, we've grown up to be Christians in the church, right? But now the Lord has woken us up, all right, to the truth is with us being Israelite, but we still have our family that engulfed in the churches and in the other beliefs, other philosophies. So that the division is gonna come through us returning to this faith, because it says, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. And the division come what? By the name of Yahweh Shema Shah and the ways, all right, that we supposed to keep in the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. Because a Christian to say that the law is done away with, but here it us coming to the truth and the realization who we are. The law is not done away with. The law has dominion of man as long as he liveth. But that's the division that the Lord is going to cause, which is going to detach us from what? From them. Which is the purpose of the Lord. All right, but when time comes, when they do pass away, all right, you won't have that feeling, all right, that you would have if y'all were so close, that bond was so close. See, all this work out for the good of us, but the Lord is doing it in a way that we don't see it. you know, but it's beneficial to our health and our growth. And that's what we have to continue to do in the truth. We have to continue to grow. And our health is what? The food for thought, man. You know? So let me get Jeremiah 7-16, because this is important too. Jeremiah 7 and 16, because this is what the Lord was telling Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? So this is Jeremiah 7-16. And it says, therefore pray not for this people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. All right? So with the mindset of you understanding death, you know, if you've been detached from your family, you know what I'm saying, you'll better cope with this. You know you can't pray for them. You'll be like, well, I see them on the other side. You know? That's the mindset that you'll have if you work with detached, but you so attached to them, you'll try to make a way to slither in. You know what I'm saying? To ask the Lord to have mercy on them, which they had all the time in the world as you had. That's why the scripture say, while they yet had liberty, they loathed the law of Yahweh Shema Shah. So in that time, when the Lord do bring his judgment to the earth, we can't pray for moms. We can't pray for dads. We can't pray for brothers and sisters. All right, that's not in the household of faith. We can't do that. So why now start to what? Detach from that. You see? Because they're going to better you in the time to come. All right? Because I had a lot of niggas I knew, but I wasn't cool with them when they died. Shit, they died. But my sister died, I was hurt like a hoe. But now my dad just passed, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right. So this is the comfort that I want y'all to be comforted with, that if it do happen, hey, here you go. This is an example. You know, this is an example. So it said, pray not for these people, neither lift up a cry nor a prayer for them, because understanding what's coming. Understanding what's coming when it comes down, all right, to the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, as he's finna release the beast, and the beast Esau Edom. We know the devil finna come down, have a great wrath. You know? We know Jacob trouble is coming. We know the hour of temptation is coming. And we know World War III is coming. So in that time of trouble, we can't put up prayer for those that don't believe, because it's not gonna be none effect. Because they don't even believe. You pray for those that believe. Therefore the Lord can hear you. You know? That goes right back into 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, when the Lord asked Ezra, shit, did you love my people more than me? You know? Sit down somewhere. You know, and let his will be done. You just understand. All right, and accept what the Lord is doing, because he is justified in all his works. And that's what you got to come to the realization of. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, is justified in all his works, man. Right? Whether you believe it or not. His ways are not our ways, man. You know? And I'm glad I was raised the way I was raised. Therefore, I don't feel no sorrow that much for my dad. I'm glad. I'm very appreciative of that. Because I know a lot of niggas took it to heart and took it the wrong way. You know? So the Wali have about Shema Shah for that. And the Lord willing, y'all can take on that same stead. All right? This is Luke 12 and 59. I'm about to get ready to end it too. This is Luke 12 and 59. It says, is it 12:59? I tell thee thou shalt not depart this till I have made thee good last night. Nah. Oh. Nah. I thought it was 49. Nah, not 59. Yeah, Luke. Salaki, man. What the motherfucker at? Salaki, man. Where is that? Hold on, I'm finna look it up right quick. Salaki. Let me look that jump up right quick. Cause it supposed to let the dead bury the dead. I thought it was Luke. So let the dead. Yeah, Luke 9. It's Luke 9. Luke 9. So like it's Luke 9. I was trying to say. So this Luke 9 and the Luke 9 and 9 and 60. Luke 9 and 60. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, I started 59. Yeah, I started 58. And Yahushua said to him, foxes have holes, and birds have the earth have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. And he said unto the other, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of the Most High. And another said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go and bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. And Yahushua said to him, no man, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is not fit for the kingdom. And when you're going into 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter, and he said we have, when it said about comprehending, and we have labor, all right, and then labor going to the plow, all right, and we understand that plow is about coming into the truth. And you look back and you think your mindset is going back into the world, thinking of the ways of the world, you're not fit for the kingdom of heaven. That's what? That's at your hands. You know, and they're dead, burying the dead. Yeah, you can put it as your family, you know, got a funeral and stuff like that. But no, it means those that remain in the congregation of the dead, which is their mindset. All right, you're not coming into the truth. You're not being awoken unto the judgment of the Lord. That's why Babylon the Great known as what? The valley and the shadow of death. You see that? Because our people not physically dead. They are what? Spiritually and mentally dead. So we're going to let them bury themselves. We got to leave them in the world. All right? We got to do what the Lord have called us to do. And that's what? To preach the gospel. All right? Let them know that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You see? So we can't worry about the world, man. We can't be attached to the world. Those traditions, that mindset. We got to let go of these mortal thoughts. We got to let it go. You got to let it go, man. If you want to really be about your Yahushua business, because did not your Yahushua have a mother? Did not your Yahushua have a father? Did not your Yahushua have brothers and sisters? Yeah, he did. He had 2 brothers that's in the truth. All right? But he had already stated, who was my mother, who was my father, who was my brother, who was my sister? Those that did the will. And for those that do the will, and if they have to be put to death, we have a better understanding of what's going to happen in return as reincarnation. We have a better promise and a hope upon it. Therefore, we don't have to be soft and mourning for them. You know, we wait upon the Lord, all right, to bring forth his promise. When those that do pass away, they'll be lifted up first. And I got a precept for that too. This Isaiah 57 and 1 and 2. Check this out. It says, the righteous perish, and no man led to heart, and merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. It's not the wicked, but the righteous is taken away from what's the evil to come, man? I named it martial law, Jacob trouble. If you want to put it in a nutshell, Jacob trouble, that's the evil to come. But righteous men are taken away to set forth prophecy, because like the scriptures say, I have written, and that's the understanding, the comfort that we have. all right, when certain men in the truth pass away. You see? Rather than your family member pass away. You know? And it says, he shall enter into peace. They shall rest in their beds, each one walking in uprightness. But even the wicked sees for troubling when he go into the spirit realm. But it's the judgment that's he gonna have to receive when Yahweh shall return. You know, that's what counts. You know, but Father, what's comfort us, what we go through and what we're gonna go through, seeing that some of our family member pass away, the Lord give us the comfort, man. Okay? And Lord, when I am being edified to you, brothers and sisters, Lord, when I am, I just had to bring this out because, like I say, detach, man, because me not kicking it with my dad and knowing him like that, I'm in a better position. I could take it way better than me and my sister was so damn close and I couldn't do a bitch ass thing but sleep. So I know that the worldly aspects of being attached to someone, and I know the spiritual aspect and the truth being attached to someone. So Lord, when I am giving sound advice, that you able to have spiritual discern, you know, of what I'm saying, and it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. And one more, Romans 8:28. And this a hitter right here. I'm just gonna read it. I ain't gonna even break it down, and y'all just ponder on this. You know what I'm saying? Because this the key right here, baby. This the key. This the key right here. This is Romans 8:28. And it says, and we know that all things work together for the good to them that love Yahweh Shema Shah, to them who are called according to his purpose. All right, so Lord willing, y'all brothers and sisters edified. Next time, Shalom, Abba Barak, man. Always. Off the muscle.